You may be seated. Good evening. I'm Lori Fox, principal of Haywood Early College, and on behalf of the faculty and staff, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 15th commencement exercise of HEC to honor our class of 2024. First, I would like to recognize the faculty and support staff that make our school so great. Thank all of you for the hard work and commitment day in and day out. Your passion for our students is evident in everything we do. You have made best our standard, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds. I would also like to recognize our 24-25 Teacher of the Year. He's been called a Shakespeare enthusiast, a lover of Star Wars and Calvin and Hobbes, and a teacher with only 2 dislikes, the 5-paragraph essay and tardiness. Mr. Hanson, please stand to be recognized. We would like to express our appreciation to Dr. Putnam, Mrs. Barker, Mr. Haynes, Mrs. Inman, and the Haywood County Board of Education for your continued support of Haywood Early College. Thank you to Dr. White, Dr. Hines, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of Haywood Community College for the strong partnership and for allowing us to be a part of your campus. Parents and families, today is also a milestone moment for you as you prepare for your babies to move on to the next chapter in their lives. They could not have done this without your encouragement and support, and I commend you for loving them so well. We appreciate your attendance in advising meetings, the many remind messages of encouragement and appreciation, and always showing up to help us help them. Thank you for entrusting your pride and joy to us for the past few years. It's been an honor to teach and learn alongside them. Please welcome Dr. White, who will now address our graduating seniors.
Good evening. My name is Shelley White, and I'm the president of Haywood Community College. On behalf of our Board of Trustees and our faculty and staff, I would like to add my welcome to the 2024 commencement ceremony for Early College. As we begin the ceremony, please join me in observing a moment of silence to reflect on our gathering here today. Thank you. It is an exciting time to celebrate our graduating class of 2024. Today, we will be recognizing outstanding students who have achieved a significant milestone in their education. For nearly 60 years, Haywood Community College has served as a beacon of hope and opportunity for the citizens of Haywood County and beyond. During the past year, as we rallied together in response to the closure of the mill, HCC stood alongside our community, a reminder that our future is bright in Haywood County, and you, graduates, are essential to that future. We appreciate all who have gathered with us here this evening. I'd like to thank our HCC Board of Trustees, many of whom are gathered with us today. Please stand as I say your name. Lynn Milner, Chair. Kayla Brathbone, Vice Chair. Lee Davis. Carol Larson. Rhonda Shandival, and Ed Brown. Please join me in thanking these individuals for leading our institution. I'd also like to recognize John Overbay, who is the chair of our HCC Foundation Board of Directors. Thank you, John, for being with us today. And our friends in partnership with the Haywood County Board of Education and the Haywood County Schools Administration. Thank you so much for your continued partnership and making this wonderful event here today possible. I would like to express a special appreciation to our HCC faculty and staff. many of whom are seated behind me and you've seen throughout the auditorium, and who also helped you make your way into the auditorium today, for their dedication to the students in college during this year. You live out our college values of support, collaboration, excellence, integrity, and creativity each and every day, and are instrumental in helping your students reach the milestones we are here to celebrate. Most importantly, I would like to recognize our graduates. Today is your day. We are honored to celebrate with you and your families. Your commitment to your goals is to be commended. I congratulate each one of you on your achievements, your perseverance, your dedication. You will find that your education will open doors to opportunities both now and in the future. As a graduate, you demonstrate that you have placed a high value upon building your skills through education. In fact, HCC's vision statement is to enrich everyone through education. The key word is everyone. You serve as an inspiration and a role model to your families, friends, and community. I challenge you to use this opportunity to help motivate others on their next steps. Class of 2024, you have set the bar high to reach this milestone and leave a legacy of which to be proud. We celebrate your accomplishments here and look forward to following your continued success. Each of you will have a positive impact in your communities and places of employment as you continue your work, education, and service to others. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. White. Please welcome Dr. Jeremy Gibbs, Deputy State Superintendent of Public Instruction for the state of North Carolina.
Good evening. It's great to be in Haywood County, and it's great to be celebrating your graduation tonight. I wanted to come tonight to share a special recognition for one of HEC's students who I've gotten the chance to know over the last couple of years. Prior to the role I'm in now as Deputy State Superintendent. Hello. I served for several years in a regional educational leadership role here in the mountains, working with all the school districts west of Asheville, so I fully understand west of Asheville, please. And during that time, I met Lily Seymour from HEC. And I met her over Zoom a couple of years ago because we were starting a new project as a state, working on developing what's called the North Carolina Portrait of a Graduate. Through a series of virtual meetings and focus groups all across our state, well over 1,000 people, including students, teachers, parents, elected officials, business people, faith leaders, and all sorts of folks participated in that effort to generate what North Carolinians hope to see in students who are graduating from high school. That is going way beyond just test scores and grades, by the way. So as part of that work, the state now has a roadmap in the coming years to help develop 7 really durable skills that we know our students will need in a very uncertain future: adaptability, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, empathy, learner's mindset, and probably my favorite, personal responsibility. These are the real-life skills that big group of stakeholders identified as necessary for our graduates to be truly successful in life after high school. And as an aside, you all know this, but Haywood Early College was already doing all of this and was already doing it very well. During that experience, Lily stood out in her thoughtfulness, offering her wise perspective on what really mattered in developing that portrait. And in October of last year, the state superintendent asked me and several of my colleagues across the state to help identify some students who could help her unveil that initiative down in Raleigh and speak to its potential impact for the future. My thoughts went right to Haywood County. And Haywood County's leadership went right to Lily Seymour. Well, she came to that event, owned it, and walked away with an invitation from the State Superintendent Truitt to serve as one of 2 student advisors to the North Carolina State Board of Education for a 2-year term. So that appointment in and of itself was quite an honor, but Lily's service in the leadership role for the past 2 years has been quite amazing to see. Each month, Lily and her mom would haul themselves from Waynesville to Raleigh for a 2-day-long meeting taking her away from school, home, and all the things to represent students from across North Carolina, but even better, from Western North Carolina. And as you might expect, most of the board's student advisors over the years have been from large high schools right in the Raleigh area. But for the past 2 years, Haywood County and Haywood Early College had a very influential voice and a seat at that table with Lily's presence. She didn't hesitate to ask questions or add her point of view. She modeled every single one of those durable skills that I talked about just a few minutes ago, and she did it with grace. So I'm grateful to be here tonight in your community to help you all celebrate this joyous occasion of high school and college graduation. And as an old high school principal myself, I love handing out some diplomas as long as everybody can behave themselves. But I'm especially grateful to express my appreciation and recognition for Miss Lillian Seymour for her dedication and service and her leadership as a student advisor to the North Carolina State Board of Education. There is no doubt that she has represented you all very well and that she's made a significant, positive, lasting impact for the public schools of North Carolina well into our future. Please congratulate Lily Seymour. I'm going to hand you this and say something else. Yeah, I'm going to put it down. So, I'm presenting this award on behalf of our State Superintendent, Catherine Truitt, and I wanted to share this sentiment. I'm going to take it back from her. She'll get it, but I'll just take it for a minute. But it's presented from the State Superintendent, and the inscription she had them write on the certificate, presented to Lily for her exceptional service, thoughtful commentary, and outstanding leadership as student advisor to the North Carolina State Board of Education. So once again, on behalf of the state of North Carolina, we thank you for your service.
Thank you, Dr. Gibbs. So the term graduation is often overused. People graduate preschool, kindergarten, 5th grade, and 8th grade graduations. To me, I think this is the first one that specifically signifies a pivotal milestone in our lives. Our high school experience has been different from the traditional idea of high school, and not for the obvious differences. I think what makes our high school journey so unique is that we all chose to come to this school because of a conscious decision. For many other Haywood County students, the same group of people stick together. Waynesville Middle School kids go to Tuscola, Bethel and Canton Middle School kids go to Pisgah, but our school is made up from people all across the county. There are people from Waynesville, Bethel, Canton Middle, Shining Rock Homeschool, and there are even people who came from outside of Haywood County. We all chose to come to this school. We did not come here because this is where the system led us. We chose to be here because we wanted to do something other than the traditional route. School is different for us than it is for so many of our peers. We have all been working on 2 degrees simultaneously, and that is no small feat. I know that this reality has affected the outlook that I have on life. There is no one specific place where this pressure comes from, but the value that many of us place on our GPAs, our test scores, the schools we apply to, and where we're ultimately going to end up affects our lives whether we acknowledge it or not. I want to take this opportunity to remind you of something no matter where you are in your life journey. So this would not be a graduation speech without talking about the future. There's a lot of emphasis placed on what we're going to do or have in our eventual lives. I feel as if I am constantly planning for the known and unknown quantities of life. And don't get me wrong, that is important. But I think other things suffer because of this constant strive of looking to the future. It can be hard to focus on the now if we're always focusing on the future and the what ifs and the plans we hold for our future selves. As we all embark on what is to come, I implore you to embrace our ability to explore, be curious, and ask questions. At this stage in our lives, we get to decide and figure out how we want to live our future lives. So almost everyone graduating today has taken Humanities 220. This class starts off by exploring what different people say the meaning of life is, then exploring those ideas as a class. Ever since that class, something about asking those questions and exploring this topic has stuck with me. I've come to the conclusion that we as individuals create the meaning of our lives, and it does not have to look or be the same for everyone. As we commence toward the unknown, I encourage you to embrace it. I think that as citizens of the modern world, a lot is lost due to the fast-paced, hectic, and bustling lives we live in order to be considered successful. There are challenges that face us today that have never had to be considered before. The escalating climate crisis, the contentious political environment, and an inundation of media from all angles. But take a breath, because we got this. You define what it means to have a successful life. Sometimes the most meaningful and impactful moments in our lives come from slowing down. I think the word that sums this up is mindfulness. Mindfulness can take many forms. We can be mindful in our actions, our thoughts, our choices, and our words. There is a saying that actions speak louder than words, and I think to some extent that is true, but I do not want to discount the power of our words. I do believe that actions speak loud, but I'm not always sure if it's always louder than words. I think that what we do and what we say work together to fully communicate the intent of our actuality. Please do not discount the power of your words. When reflecting on this topic, one of my favorite movie quotes came to mind from the movie Dead Poets Society, when Mr. Keening, a radical and non-conventional English teacher, is trying to motivate and call his class into action. He says, "No matter what anyone tells you, words and ideas can change the world." I think that is what I want to leave you all with. No matter where you go from here or what phase of life you're in now, slow down and be intentional with your choices, because you have an impact in this world, even if you think it is only a small one. I hope that we all leave this place feeling somewhat ready to espouse on what the world has to offer, because you dictate what that is based on how you choose to live your life. We exist in a world where we have the ability to decide how we live our lives. Michelle Obama once said, "Don't ever make decisions based on fear. Make decisions based on hope and possibility. Make decisions on what should happen, not what shouldn't." We can't always control the hand that we are dealt, but we can choose how we handle it. The mindset that we go into situations with can dictate the outcome. Maybe not the literal outcome, but the meaning that we take away from that experience. I saw this play out in my decision to apply and attend HEC. I did not want to apply. I did not want to leave my middle school friends, and I did not want things to change. I applied the day applications were due, through tears at my kitchen table. Because I chose to embrace my decision to come here, I don't think I could have had a better experience. I do not know what my life would have looked like if I had not come here, but I can't imagine my life would be much better than where I am now. But I stand here today so thankful that I got the opportunity to come to school and join in community and learn and grow with you all. I hope that you all feel confident in your decision to have come here. And now, as we all go out to create the lives that we want to live, be mindful and know that we have a solid foundation to become thoughtful and vigilant citizens of the world.
Thank you, Lily. We're very proud of you. We have a special guest with us tonight. Mebane Rash is the founding CEO and editor-in-chief of Education NC. She graduated from the University of Virginia and the University of North Carolina School of Law. Mebane has chosen a life of service to others, which includes an unmatched passion to advocate for public education. 4 years ago, at the beginning of COVID, during your freshman year, she began spending time at the early college as we worked through the pandemic and remote learning, and then our most recent flood, and eventually the closing of the paper mill. Mebane was dubbed the architect of piecing together a Haywood County comeback with community partners, including Haywood Community College and Haywood County Schools, that would orchestrate efforts to advance education and bridge the gap for access to health care for our Mill families. She is perhaps the most humble person I know and prefers to do her work behind the scenes. We are better as a school because of Mebane Rash. She's an incredible thought partner and friend to HEC and has compelled us to think deeper and dream bigger. We're grateful she's with us tonight to celebrate your graduation.
Welcome and happy graduation. My name is Mebin, and all you need to know about me is that I travel. I've been to all 100 counties in North Carolina, 47 states, and 35 countries around the world. If you could see all the schools and community colleges that I have visited, what you would come to know and learn and find is that this early college, this school district, this community college, you are at the best of the best. Both all have unparalleled leadership and faculty, committed, devoted, feeling called to provide innovative, rigorous instruction day in and day out, supported by unparalleled leadership in your community. You have watched this early college, this school district, this community college, and your community lead crisis after crisis. This community leadership impacts real people, for instance, in supporting and sustaining wellness, as well as on the future of this place. Collectively, they brought in more than $70 million to invest in the Haywood County of the future after the closing of the paper mill was announced. And these leaders in this early college, in this school district, at this community college, and in Haywood County, they see you, the next generation of leaders, and they know you will go on to lead and change this community, our state, our country, and the world. They see you as the thinkers and designers and communicators of our future on a world stage. They know change moves at the speed of trust, and they trust that you will continue to choose to lead both now and in the future, here and abroad, wherever your travels take you. Institutions of higher education around the country see your leadership too. In the past 5 years, Haywood Early College Scholarship dollars have increased from $330,000 to $3.1 million. I have been studying this early college since 2020. The leadership, the instructional practice during the pandemic when students' performance actually improved, the integration of technology and designation as an Apple Distinguished School, and best practices in change management in good times and bad. Individually and collectively, you are inspirational, and I am proud of you. I am proud of you, Principal Lori Fox. I am proud of you, President Shelley White. I am proud of you, Superintendent Trevor Putnam. Thank you for being here tonight. I am proud of this faculty, and most importantly, I am proud of each and every student and each and every family. You are one pack with one goal: change the world. Join me now on a journey designed to ensure these students and all public school students in North Carolina see themselves as the leaders of our collective future. This is possible. We've had the opportunity to visit schools in Singapore and India and China, and Haywood Early College is the best of the best. Since 2020, we've studied the leadership of Lori Fox, the principal.
I feel like I owe it to our kids to prepare them for what's next when they leave us.
One of the things we've learned is that students have to see themselves as leaders, not just in the community and not just in the state, but in the United States and beyond.
Our college visits have become something that we're very proud of.
Our trips are typically packed with visits and excursions.
We had a recent acceptance at Harvard from last year, and I think that really piqued their interest. During our advising appointments, when they identify schools that they're interested in, we started hearing Harvard, we started hearing Yale.
I know Yale has a really good psychology program. That's where I want to go. But I was always really anxious about it because I've never been that far away from home.
I've definitely always wanted to go to MIT. That's been a really big engineering school that I would like to go to.
This trip was just a dream trip for our students to get to venture outside of North Carolina and the Southeast. My favorite one that we visited was Columbia. The other ones we visited were Yale, Harvard, MIT, Princeton, Brown, University of Pennsylvania, and Johns Hopkins.
I volunteered to chaperone because I wanted the kids to have the opportunity. I mean, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is a rural community, small community. There's very little ethnic, racial diversity, almost none. One of my big roles here as a teacher is I want to bring the world into the classroom.
I signed up for the trip because I knew University of Pennsylvania had a vet school, and that's what I plan on doing. Also, I really wanted to see all the big cities, go to the Yankees game, see Hamilton on Broadway.
I really wanted to experience something new outside of just Waynesville, North Carolina. I've always loved to travel, and also just getting to experience other schools sounded really interesting.
I plan on going to law school, so touring the Ivy Leagues is, of course, the perfect way to go view some law schools and see where I want to go.
I'm a rower. It was their first sport and a highly recruiting sport for the Ivies. I really signed up as fast as I could.
We had limited seats, only taking one bus. So we did Ticketmaster style, first come, first serve.
It was basically a little emotional roller coaster. We were just sitting there refreshing this page until that very minute hit, and then we sped and put all of our information in.
I think we were full in a minute and a half.
The excitement was pretty incredible.
We met at Tractor Supply right next door in Clyde at 4 o'clock on Monday morning.
All the overhead bins need to be closed so that nothing falls out on your head while we're moving.
I'm packed. I have my winter gear.
We traveled over 2,000 miles, which is equivalent to almost 35 hours on the bus, not counting stops. Our kids were just phenomenal.
Ms. Lowing led some self-guided tours.
Hearing their comments on the side kind of warmed your heart in regards to kind of what they were soaking in.
When we were at Johns Hopkins, they were making references about UNC Chapel Hill. When we were at UPenn, they were making comparisons to Duke.
You just get me to New Haven, Connecticut safe.
They have a room called the Hall of Flags, which is really cool.
The Kelly Ryder's house, we just passed on the right-hand side.
The playing the rocket thing.
We did it! We'll try to hit a Starbucks before we leave Princeton or something. I know y'all hate Starbucks.
I love watching the kids out of their comfort zone. Watching them maneuver things that they're not used to maneuvering. Watching them help each other. Watching them support each other.
I don't know if you can see past the garden.
Only one of us brought an umbrella, and that's gonna go ahead and be Naomi. Let's go. We're really cold. It's freezing. It's like 45 degrees, maybe. We had to overcome, adapt.
I think that's really pretty. One thing I enjoyed about this trip and kind of endeared me to Princeton was the historical tour that we were able to go on.
It was the College of New Jersey, the fourth school in the colonies after Harvard, William and Mary, and Yale.
I was surprised by Yale. I think it was by far my favorite school.
It was great at Yale for them to have the experience with Handsome Dan, their mascot.
He was so cute. I felt kind of bad because we had to have him out in the rain. It was a beautiful campus. For my good luck, I rubbed the statue's foot with the Handsome Dan kissed hand. For extra good luck. We're getting into Yale one day.
We'll go to a famous bakery or two tonight. Does that sound good if we kind of abbreviate Brown a little bit so we can get to Boston?
I really liked Brown. The vibe there was just like great. The people there were really nice. Immediately when we walked in, this girl like came up to us and started making conversation. It just felt very homey.
The heart of campus life revolves around the main green, a picturesque open space surrounded by academic facilities. Are you hungry? The dining hall.
They enjoyed the food at Brown.
I really loved the hotel in Boston with the bunk beds. I thought that was really cool because I've never actually stayed in a hotel with bunk beds before. And the whole kind of like vibe of the hotel was really nice.
It was kind of like a dorm experience in a way. Like we all had to share. We all had to find like ways around that.
Quincy Market was really great. It was a good way to watch other students kind of integrate with some different cultures.
I've got lobster and mac and cheese.
How much was the apple? Don't lie.
$10.
I loved walking around the MIT campus being pelleted in the face with ice. It was funny. The kids were laughing. They had a great time.
MIT. Oh my gosh, like the hail coming down was crazy.
I got to see a lot of different sections dedicated to engineering. That was really cool. We were walking through one area and it was incredibly messy. And that just felt like right.
And then Harvard. It was cold, it was rainy, it was slushy.
They were troopers. We
were all so tired the night in Boston that we decided to DoorDash to our hotel and just sit in the lobby around the fire. And it's so cool when they're playing cards and doing crossword puzzles and whatever they were doing. But they were hanging out with us in the hotel lobby, and it was just a night of rest and togetherness.
Now at 4 o'clock, the question of the day. Did you feel it? The strongest earthquake that hit this close to New York City in more than 100 years.
The earthquake in New Jersey was felt in New York, and we were getting ready to go into Yankee Stadium for the home opener.
Pay attention and keep up. And if you can't do that, we'll have to figure out another plan. You're gonna stay with your group?
They are such good kids. You maneuver them through the Bronx into Yankee Stadium? Seriously? I mean, that was cool.
The way that our last hotel in New York was set up, it was a beautiful view no matter what floor you were on.
I love being able to see the skyline at night and in the morning watching the sunrise.
She is going to be our tour guide today, but she's one of our local Haywood County peeps.
So our hope in using 2 of our local students at MIT and Columbia was again to let our students see that this is possible for Haywood County students and for them to get the perspective of someone from Haywood County.
The buildings at Columbia seemed to be very prestigious, and it just really spoke Ivy League, I think, to a lot of them.
Going through New York, it was very busy. I knew it was going to be busy, but I was not expecting it to be like that busy.
Sweet Caroline.
I just looked around and I was like, this is so different. I've never experienced this.
I love it. I love the energy.
Fifth Avenue was a great experience in Hamilton.
Seeing Hamilton was really fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure being your driver for this trip. Let's give these chaperones a big hand for getting all this together for y'all and the great job they're doing.
Our chaperones were rock stars.
It was a lot of fun to be able to experience that with them and just enjoy their company.
That's one of our responsibilities as adults in their lives, exposing them to the world.
I thought it was very inspiring because I discovered some new things about maybe what I was looking for in colleges.
Now that I've gone, I will probably work harder in my sport to try and get recruited.
It helped me to grow as a person in a way. The entire time I was like, I am 700, 800 miles away from home. It was insane. I can internalize and be like, yeah, it's okay that you feel this way, and like you're gonna allow yourself to feel this way, but like you're strong enough to get through like being this far away.
I am very lucky to be the principal here. Just the way our kids react to new experiences, it just makes all the work worth it.
I feel very, very fortunate to work with such great professionals, but more than that, just great people.
I appreciate this, yes. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
It was great to kind of wrap up my time with the people that I do know here and spend good quality time with them and, you know, make some memories. So it was a great, you know, ending for the story here.
So thank you to Mavin Rash and Education NC. And there's one other person I would love to recognize tonight, Robert Kinlaw. Would you please stand? Robert Kinlaw was our videographer who quickly became part of our family. Any person willing to climb on a bus with us for 7 days, you get to know us really quickly. Thank you for being here tonight, Robert, and thank you for this incredible gift to the early college. All right, graduates, it's your turn. We're incredibly happy to be here to celebrate you and your accomplishments. Congratulations on a job well done. During your time at HEC, you have earned high school diplomas and 2,275 college credit hours. This number is going to change because of the FAFSA fiasco. It's all still coming in. But you've been awarded so far $2,601,954 in scholarship and grant money. And together, we've traveled to 14 states and toured 31 colleges and universities. We've ridden Humvees and Corolla to see the wild horses. We have ventured 380 feet below Earth's surface into Mammoth Cave. We have visited Churchill Downs and dreamt of one day attending the Kentucky Derby. We've eaten dinner together at Quincy Market in Boston. We've cheered for the New York Yankees in their home opener. And we have enjoyed Hamilton on Broadway. We hope you have loved making these memories as much as we have. We welcomed you as ninth graders with masks on, 6 feet apart, outside with your parents at freshman orientation, but I knew then that there was something about you. Your first semester with us was completely remote. You joined us from your living rooms and your kitchens. Your second semester with us was half of you here one week, the other half of you here the next. But you made up for lost time your sophomore year in making our campus your own. We've watched you invest and believe in something greater for our school. We have seen you encourage and care for each other in a big way. We've witnessed personal growth as you work through challenges. Your perseverance always seems to get you through. And you learn to communicate for your wants and your needs, and all of you have become strong self-advocates. High school graduation is intriguing. A lot of people will ask you in the next few weeks, what are you going to do? And you're probably going to answer with, what's next? Whether it's your travel plans, your university choice, or the career you plan to pursue. Very few people will ask you, who are you going to be? And I want you to remember that who you are will always be important than what you are. And I encourage you to be who you have been all along. In a staff meeting this week, we talked about that. You've proven to be brilliant thinkers, wise beyond your years, poised, creative, kind, caring, witty, genuine, hardworking. But the one word that stands out to me is special. You are infinitely, unbelievably, absolutely, once in a septillion years special. Right now, there are 7.8 billion humans on our planet. The total number of humans alive right now represents only 7% of the total number of humans who have ever lived, which is, and y'all will check my math, 117 billion humans throughout history. And all these people, past and present, have one thing in common. They aren't you. Nobody's ever been you. Nobody will ever be you again. No one in history has ever had or will ever have your specific traits or talents. The day you were born was an event that changed our world, and we're grateful for it. So get out there, act like the miracle you are, and thank you for the legacy you leave behind at Haywood Early College. Dr. Hines will now present the candidates for graduation.
Haywood Community College recognizes excellent scholarship by designating the status of cum laude, which means with praise, to graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.69. Magna cum laude, which means with high praise, to graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.70 to 3.89. And summa cum laude, which means with highest praise, to graduates with a cumulative GPA of 3.90 and higher. Graduates who received these honors are recognized tonight by the wearing of the white honor cord. Dr. White, it is my honor and privilege to present the candidates for graduation in this class of 2024. These Haywood Community College students have completed all requirements for graduation and are eligible to receive their degrees. To the graduates, I extend congratulations to you on your achievement. We wish you, on behalf of the HCC faculty and staff, continued success as you build on the education you've received here at Haywood Community College.
Graduation marshals, will you please prepare the class of 2024 to receive their diplomas? Dr. Heather Allen will be reading graduate names. Dr. White, will you please join me on stage?
Calvin Randall Alsbrook, high school diploma, associate in arts, and certificate in business administration and marketing. Gabriel Joseph Bowling, high school diploma, associate in science. Braden Sanford Bryant, high school diploma, associate in arts. Bailey May Birchfield, high school diploma, associate in science. Caden Ryan Thomas Byrne, high school diploma, associate in science. Alexander Xavier Caldwell, high school diploma, associate in science. Nora Love Chandler, high school diploma, associate in arts. Harper Addison Clark, high school diploma, associate in science. Hannah Michelle Crawford, high school diploma, associate in science. Odin Barry Davis, high school diploma. Diana Patricia Dean, high school diploma, associate in arts. Paige Marie East, high school diploma, associate in arts. Abigail Paige Englehart, in absentia, high school diploma, associate in arts. Naomi Ann Gevjan, high school diploma, associate in arts. Mason Michael Giusti, high school diploma. Noah Langley Gruner, high school diploma, associate in science. Zoe Sophia Hess, high school diploma, associate in arts. Howie Holmes, high school diploma, associate in arts. Allie Nicole Inman, high school diploma, associate in arts. Mason McConley Keener, high school diploma, associate in science. Kiernan Celeste Cook, high school diploma, associate in arts. Kevin William Scott Kyle, high school diploma, associate in arts. Alexander Marinas Lamb, high school diploma. Kai Christopher Maggard, high school diploma, associate in science. Dylan Christopher Majewski, high school diploma, associate in science. Emily Michaela Mann, high school diploma. Bucky Matthews, high school diploma, associate in arts. Owen Edward McCaddy, high school diploma, associate in science. Loudon McKean Miller, high school diploma, associate in science. Bella Wren Moody, high school diploma, associate in science. Aiden Patrick Mulligan, high school diploma, associate in engineering. Madison Kaylee Parks, high school diploma, associate in arts. Bailey Mary Phillips, high school diploma. Lillian Caswell Seymour, high school diploma, associate in arts. Savannah Rose Shaw, high school diploma, associate in science. Hunter Gage Teague, high school diploma, associate in arts. Andrew James Thorson, high school diploma, associate in science. Sage Aaron Tuft, high school diploma, associate in science. Jonathan Brian Woods, high school diploma.
Graduates, please stand. You have completed the requirements and have been recommended by the faculty for graduation from Haywood Community College. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State Board of the North Carolina Community College System and the Haywood Community College Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to present your degrees and declare you graduates of Haywood Community College. Congratulations.
Class of 2024, you may move your tassel from right to left. And by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Haywood County School Board of Education, I now officially declare you graduates of Haywood Early College. Congratulations. Guests, thank you for attending. Please remain standing at your seats for the recessional as the graduates exit.